Well, I'm up at police headquarters with Inspector Andrew Reid, and we're just really going through these numbers and crunching those to do with the Christmas campaign, Christmas and New Year. Well, we should start with the highlight. I mean, up, down, how would you describe it on the numbers, and tell us what they were?
Okay, so arrests wise, we're up this year. We've had 23 arrests this year. We've had it's been a busy year compared to last year's arrest. There was 14, so we are up. That's a positive in our respect.
That's your spin on it. How because you number wise you're up because you looked at more people, or what?
We stopped 349 vehicles this year. As said, we've had 23 arrests. For us, it's a positive because we've stopped people that have been drink driving. It doesn't mean that there are more people that have been drink driving this year than last year. It just means that we've been out there and at the right time in the right places, and we've caught them. Okay.
On the opposite side, I'd say you fail because you're not getting the message out there. You know, that's the opposite of that, isn't it?
No, and I appreciate that view can be taken. But in answer to that, I would say that people will drink drive. Those people that will drink drive won't listen to our posters and our flashing signs that we've put out on the roads and stuff. So the only deterrent is to make sure that we arrest people, as many people as we can. So we put out that warning that actually, if you're going to risk drink driving and you're going to put yourself and other road users in danger, then there is a greater chance that you're going to be caught by the police.
How do you find them? I'm not asking for your secrets, but are you looking for people that are wobbly, or are you asking people to dob their people in, sort of thing?
No, we're not asking people to dob people in, so to speak.
Australian terminology, isn't it?
We do get phone calls. You know, members of the public will be driving around the streets, and they will think, I think that person's drink driving, and they will do the right thing, and they will phone and say, I believe someboody drink driving.
Is that a 999, or is that just a 631212 thing?
Generally a 999 call. You know,
is that important to you?
Yeah, that's important for us. Yeah, But more importantly, we've had more police officers out. We've put them in the right places at the right time. We've targeted in late evenings and mid-evenings and early mornings when people still think they're able to drive, but they're not because they've been drinking.
I think we've all been once, twice in that situation. Next morning, go, goodness me, I must have had more than I thought. The gamble is on there, isn't there?
That's the gamble.
I'll go to work, I'll be fine by the time I get there. But
and that's the gamble. You know, if you're drinking numerous amounts of alcohol, your body, and it is different for everybody. There is no secret about I'm okay. I can have 4 pints and every hour I lose a pint. It's not. It's down to your body makeup. It's down to your size, your sex, your biology. So everybody is different. There is no answer for that.
Now, there's been quite a few pictures of cars on their roofs and those sort of things. I don't want you to go into too many details. I'm sure some things might be in front of the courts, but obviously that can lead you to breathalyse you if people have a road accident.
Yes. So we have a power that we can breathalyse people at the scene of an accident. Okay, to make sure that alcohol isn't a factor. So obviously, if we're going to get a call to a car that's on its roof, like we have done, and as we've publicised on our social media, then that's always going to be a consideration. And then we might even turn up, and it will be obvious that we can smell alcohol, or it could be that two cars have been involved in a collision, and one of the drivers calls the police and says, I believe the other driver's been drinking. And again, so we have the ability to breathalyse people.
And you haven't mentioned drugs in this. I mean, drug driving, or whatever you call it, drink driving, all this sort of thing. Is that up and coming, or is it something you test for it?
We do test for it. But it's not as easy as a breathalyzer. At the minute, drug driving is tested through blood, and we have to send that away, and it has to be forensically analysed, and we get that we get those back. So that's how we do that. There is no easy test for drug driving.
And presumably that's a zero tolerance, whereas obviously the alcohol, this thing of you can have a bit.
Yeah, I mean, my personal ethos is if you're going to drive, you don't drink. But yes, you're right. There is a legal limit. But obviously, with drug driving, we don't. Sure. We test if you're driving whilst having had drugs, then obviously you're going to face the law.
You remind me, a few years ago we did a thing with I had a glass of wine, and we were just seeing exactly at what level it flips over, and it was lower than I thought even. You can be on that sort of, we better take you in for more tests or whatever it is. So easy to have nothing than to.
Well, it is, and the breathalyzer that you have out on the street, isn't the breathalyzer that we use as evidence. The breathalyzer that we have out on the street is an indicator to the officers on the street. So if you blow into that and it tells the officer that you fouled that test, that gives the officer the reasonable grounds to arrest you on suspicion that you've been drink driving.
Now, this is a Christmas New Year campaign. I mean, people drink all year round, right?
They
so
do.
how do you deal with that sort of criticism that why target just a Christmas person?
Yeah, well, we don't just I mean, obviously the reason we have a campaign during Christmas and stuff is because it's the party season, and so therefore we want to make it put it out there that that's what we're doing, and we want to deter people from drink driving and getting into trouble. Hence the reason why we say take the bus, don't get busted, all those media posters that we've put out. But we do throughout the year deal with people that are drink and drug drivers.
The final bit, consequences to this. People can lose licenses, I suppose. They have a higher insurance or whatever, is it?
Yeah, I mean, the consequences, losing your license is kind of the small, the first part. You can lose your license. You can get banned from driving. If you're convicted for an offence, your insurance will go up. But the wider ramification of that is if you lose your license, you require your license to carry out your job, you may lose your job. Or if you go to court and you're convicted of an offence, you may lose your job, and that might have a knock-on effect to family. It might cause problems in family because wages aren't coming in. So the wider issue is, it could be you could ruin your own life if you do that.
And just go back on the thing about if you think somebody that you may be in the pub, you may be anyone, and you report it, will those people be asked more questions? In other words, is it anonymous? Totally anonymous if someone does want to give information to you?
Yeah, it is totally anonymous.
You're not interested in them at all?
No. If somebody contacts us and says, we believe we're following somebody that's had a bit too much to drink and is driving, obviously we'll ask where they are so we can get police officers to them. But
if they don't want to give their name,
if they don't want to give their name, if they don't want to provide any kind of formal statement, that's fine, because if we stop that person and we go through the roadside test, and they fail that test and we bring them into custody, then we've got the evidence that we need to prosecute that person for the offence.